Should you wonder what would be born from Better Brothers and Darkest Dungeon, you will get this game in front of you. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Like the wind I go and like a man I come, Zephyr is here. And today, I have come to review a game called Path and Danger to see if it's worth playing during your downtime. Developed and published by GoldenGod Games, Path and Danger is a procedural turn-based RPG with grid-based movement. You answered the call for aid from a town called Westwall, a town that was besieged by a foul mist, the kind that induced sickness and death. Banditry and wild beasts ravaged across the region during this opportune moment, making the province a dangerous place to be. But where there is danger, there is also opportunity for loot. You start out by selecting your adventurer, and the selection you have is rather generous. Being spoiled for choice is a luxury you do not get very often, but nothing can go wrong with the game recommended starting adventurer. And along the way, the different adventurers you see at the start can be hired in your party as time goes on. The gameplay loop is like a book. Select a quest you fancy and proceed right until you come across a fool. Dispose the fool and keep on going right. Move on right until you cannot go on anymore. Back in town, you shall wine and dine, and counting the earnings, that is your score. At the temple, you pray to the divine, before going on an adventure once more. The whole process is no doubt repetitive, but within this repetition, your entire party can get stronger. Gold is king in this game. With it, you can purchase rings and amulets to increase your adventurer's secondary stats, purchase weapon parts and books to increase your party damage output and resistance, create gem sockets and insert powerful gem to make your adventurer ridiculously overpowered. As in this world, the rich gets mightier and the poor just die. Path and Danger is a single-player experience with the combat of Better Brothers and the side-scrolling adventure of Darkest Dungeon. The visuals are dark and brooding with a style that is unique solely to the GoldenGod Games. I like the art style of the game for the most part, except for the town center, where it feels a little bit dead and lifeless as compared to games like Darkest Dungeon and Mist Over. The story of the game is easy to follow. You answered the call for aid from a town called Westwall, a town that was threatened by an unknown witch for possessing the Rune of Power. Past behavior would classify her as a bitch. But for the misfortune of the citizens of Westwall, she is a witch and a bitch. The system requirement for this game is like the security of Westwall. It is non-existent. The keys doesn't need to be rebind as there is no option for it, and that you will only use the spacebar and the tab key on the keyboard. The game can be played in a very limited set of languages, and they are English, Spanish, and Portuguese. The sound design is rather good, particularly the sound of the rain, but the sound effects of the screaming enemies is rather average. The combat music may not set your heart on fire, but it is good enough for the game. Path and Danger can provide a decent challenge at its intended difficulty, but at easy, the enemy spawns are weaker, AI makes dumb decisions, in prices are cheaper, and overall making it a chilling gaming experience. And at hard, there is friendly fire, you will not recover health upon leveling up, inflation exists, and the enemy spawns are obviously stronger. You can take about 20 to 30 hours to beat the game. The longer you spend on grinding, the stronger your adventurer will be, making tough fights relatively easier. Hence, in turn, the longer the time taken to beat the game. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Path and Danger, and the game is available on the PC. You can get the game for $15 or based on your region GDP. And I recommend you getting Path and Danger for $15 for you to play during your downtime, not at a full price. The game is mechanically playable. Besides the sound of the rain, which I personally like, there is nothing about the game that makes it stand out in a positive light. But there is no obvious flaw in the game either. It is just average. My name is Zapper, like the wind I go and like a man I come. And now it's time for me to go. Thank you for watching all the way till the end. And if you enjoyed the video, do subscribe to show your support. Stay safe, have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next video. See ya!